What's up, my jewels and gems? And welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Miss JAT. I know. It's been a long time. I'd rather it be a long time than no time, okay? I've had some issues going on, but we gonna get it together and we gonna rock and roll, okay? So today, I'm gonna teach y'all how to make some bamboo earrings with that wop. Yes, that wop. First thing first is that you cut everything out on your machine. I've already done that. If you all want a video on silhouette, how I made my words and gave them an offset and cut them out in the sizes, please let me know and I will be gladly to make a video over that as well. But right now, I'm just going to show you how to assemble your earrings. So I've already cut out my WAP, W-A-P. So right now, right now I'm getting my nephew some paint so he can paint. But right now, I've been using Mod Podge to paint over my cardstock, and I'm going to adhere them together to make them thick. The more layers you add, the thicker they will be. So I did 3 of each, and and that's not including a top glitter layer that I'm going to do and the offset background as well. Also, when making bamboo earrings and using cardstock, using Mod Podge isn't just for the glue. You're using it as a sealer as well. So once you put that epoxy on top, you won't get like watermarks. Like, it makes it ugly. So you want to seal it so you don't have any damaged cardstock. And before epoxying, you have to do more than 1 layer of Mod Podge. 1 layer is not going to cut it, honey. Do more. Don't be stingy with that Mod Podge. Also, do your best to line up your letters as well as possible. Usually when I do bamboo earrings, I do a cursive font, and so everything will already be together anyway. But since the WAP on the Cardi B song is the way it is, I had to do each one separate. So try your best to line them up as well as possible when you're adding your Mod Podge. Oh, y'all, and this is just a sidebar. This ain't got nothing to do with the video. But y'all, don't judge me because of my nails. I told y'all I had some issues going on, okay? So, this was in between me doing my nails. I didn't get to do them yet. So don't judge your girl, okay? Do y'all want a video of me doing my nails? I use dip powder. And we can even make it real creative and utilize vinyl. Comment down below if y'all want that video. Now that all the WAPs are done, now I'm going to go to the background, which is that offset that I put around those letters. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing that I did with those individual letters. I'm going to do it to the offsets. So I'm using my Mod Podge, and I'm going to stack them up. I did 3 per earring, but the thickness is all up to you. That's the way I like my earrings. So you can do however many layers you want. I'm just going to do the 3 at the bottom and those 3 for the letters. And that's a total of 6 different layers. And that's the thickness that I like. Remember, keeping them as neat as possible. You want it to look like 1 thick layer, not 6 different layers. As you can see, the nameplates are starting to get thicker and more sturdier. Now I'm just adding my letters to the nameplates to see which color I like the best. And then from there, I'm going to use that Mod Podge again, and I'm going to glue them in those spots. And then I'm going to place the glitter on top because that's what I want to show. I want the green to be in the middle, the white on the bottom, and that glitter purple on top. Once everything is lined up, I will glue it down, and this is pretty much how it looks. See how thick it is? It's not flimsy. Yes, we are using paper, but the more layers, the more sturdy it is. So now I'm just putting on another top coat of that Mod Podge, and then I'm going to put the glitter on top, and then I'm going to go over it as well with more layers of Mod Podge because I'm going to epoxy it next. Now that you've seen how I've done that, I will do the rest off camera, and you'll repeat those same steps on each earring. I did 4 earrings, 2 sets, so I'm going to do the rest of them off camera, but that's pretty much it. You'll Mod Podge and layer them up, and I actually did them different. This time, instead of me putting them on the nameplate and adding the glitter, I did each letter and I added the glitter, and then I'm going to adhere them to the nameplate. So you can do either option. You can lay them on down and then put the glitter on top, or you can do one by one. So I gave you 2 different options. But the other set of earrings I'm going to do off camera, and then I just bring them back when it's time to epoxy. Okay, wop wop wop. Now I have my Cardi B and Meg Thee Stallion. That's the picture that was on there on the single cover. And right now I'm getting my X-Acto knife and I'm going to trace out. I could have done a print and cut, but something happened and I forgot what happened exactly to where I didn't get to do the print and cut. But those are the back images just like the nameplates. And I'm going to use Mod Podge to layer those up as well. And then from there, we will epoxy. Also, at this time, it's around the time I had got a new phone. So I did half the video on one phone and the other half on the other phone. So parts of my video has been misplaced, but that's where you need your sticker paper. And I laid my sticker paper on top of my cardstock, and I sealed it with Mod Podge as well. Here, I'm getting my epoxy and I'm mixing up my epoxy. I did 1 part A, 1 part B, and I'm going to mix it up. I did show this because a lot of people have problems with epoxy. And if you need help with epoxy, please leave a comment down below. And I'll be happy to make a video about epoxy or showing you how to properly mix it and measure out your epoxy. Just leave a comment down below. Now that my epoxy is mixed and is ready, I would advise you to not use this brush. I just used it because it was the closest thing to me. Usually I use a foam brush, but this one was the closest one to me. And right now I'm just applying the epoxy over my nameplates. Also, remember to use your Mod Podge and make sure that your Mod Podge dry, because you don't want no water stains on it. Like, you see the way the white paper is? That's the way your cardstock will look if you don't cover it with epoxy. You have to seal your cardstock with epoxy. And so now I'm sealing my images, and it's going to give it that gloss, that glow. And so once I finish applying epoxy to all 4 images and all 4 nameplates, we will then adhere them to the bamboo earrings itself. Right here, I'm just making sure that I get epoxy all over, full coverage, so the epoxy can level itself out. Epoxy is self-leveling. So now I just need to make sure that it's covering the image. Right here, I am using a heat gun to get out any air bubbles. I don't want any bubbles on my earrings. So make sure you get them out, pop them out. If you don't have a heat gun, you can get a straw and blow warm air through the straw to pop those bubbles. And here's where I lose the rest of my footage. So after that's dry and cure overnight, you're going to get your E6000 glue and you're going to put little drops on them and adhere them to the bamboo earrings itself. And that's the final look. Like always, my jewels and gems, peace, love, and craft. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe.